Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 16 of XCom 2. What we're going to be doing on this video is mainly working towards trying to get some of the Avatar project reduced. Unfortunately, we'll probably end up having to do a couple of missions in between because it's one of those things with XCOM. There's always about 5 things that you need to get done at any given time, and you usually only have time to get one done. One thing that we are going to need to do in the Proving Grounds at some point is to get ourselves the Skulljack build. We've been taking quite some time doing that, and that's going to take 50 supplies. There's quite a lot of stuff here that I would like to get done. The blue screen protocol, the battlefield medicine, there's lots of useful stuff here. I think we should start getting these queued up. Let's queue up the Skulljack anyway.
I'll send word as soon as we're finished, Commander.
It does require supplies, but it does definitely need doing. We are also going to want to get ourselves the... Well, we want both battlefield medicine and blue screen protocol, but having the better medicine would be quite useful. It's going to use a lot of our supplies. There's a queue going on anyway, so there's pretty much not a lot of point in queuing a lot of other stuff up there. 5 days until the resistance comms are done, which will be nice. We're clearing some machinery, including one that's going to be on a power coil. Unfortunately, I should have left one of these middle rooms open to put a workshop in, which would have made it easier to connect up some of the other ones with additional engineers, but I'm not too worried about that right now. One thing that I will want to do, but probably once we've got rid of that dark event that increases the... Oh, alien alloys. What are we investigating at the moment? Intel... Yeah, the Intel's probably the best thing. Let's go and get that. So what we currently have, there's a dark event active that increases... It's not the supply drops ones. It is... Oh, maybe we don't have it anymore. There is somebody that I want to hire. It's one of my patron... Oh, flamethrower. Nice. Wrist-mounted flamethrower relies on a pressurized fuel canister and a very focused nozzle. So that can replace the rocket launcher on the exosuit, or on the EXO suit. Very nice. Well, we only have one exosuit at the moment, but... Not too sure whether I prefer that to the rocket launcher at the moment, because the rocket launcher's got quite some range on it.
Strategic resource located.
There we go, we've got some intel. I actually want to go to the black market now, see if there's anything I can buy, because I do have quite a bit of intel in the bank. So let's go and have a look at the black market. So there is one more person who I do want to hire, who is in my soldier pool, who is actually one of the patron supporters, and because I've only got the nickname, I keep missing him on the list, so I do want to add him. Might have something more interesting for him planned though, so we'll have to see about that. So we could rush some research, we could get an advanced autoloader. Don't really think we need one. Strap one of these bad boys onto your weapon to unlock its true lethal potential, duct tape not included. Superior perception, 40 intel will give us a PCS that gives somebody increased aim. Yes, definitely. We could buy 106 supplies for 35 intel. Sure, why not? Plenty of supplies. And then we could go and get ourselves an additional scientist. I'm not really sure that we need an additional scientist. We're doing quite well on our research. Do we really want to rush any of this research? We do have a lot of intel. Halves the remaining research time. Let's have a look at our research actually and just see what we've got going on. So we'll go and have a look down in research.
Work is well underway, but it will be some time yet before my research is complete.
So we've still got 4 days left on psionics. And we could pick up Gauss weapons, which would be 7 days, so we could get that down to 3 or 4 days. Not like we can really afford to pay for all the upgrades, because we don't have enough supplies, really. Well, maybe we do. But I don't really want... I really don't want to give away all of my intel. So, let's go off and get these alien alloys. And as soon as we get the ability to make contact, we'll finish off North America and start working into Europe. This is going to take quite some time to do this.
The aliens aren't slowing down. They've already got multiple facilities.
Okay, they've got another facility.
We're running out of time.
Okay, so that's unfortunate. They've now increased their progress. So they've now got one down in South Africa. Maybe taking these two will be better for us as opposed to taking this one and then moving into Europe. Although the one in Europe does have 2 progress. So if we get that one, we can remove 2 progress with 1 facility. It's a difficult decision, that one. Oh, have they just made random progress again for no apparent reason?
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down,
that's
we'll need to
disappointing.
move fast.
Well, we've still got time yet. We are just waiting for things to finish.
Predicted this outcome, though it
Okay,
is
so we've researched psionics, and that allows us to build us the advanced Psi-Amp and the Psi-Lab. So by closely examining the alien's own means of harnessing and wielding psionic energy, I believe the chances are good that we'll have more than enough viable candidates to serve as psi operatives. However, with the advanced psionic capabilities we've seen from various alien species in the field, it may not be enough. In preparation for this new class of soldiers, I've used the chip removed from the commander to study the technology needed to focus and divert psionic energy. As a result, I've developed a psionic amplifier capable of focusing and enhancing the psionic energy they will be trained to harness. Although the potential for negative side effects will be high, I foresee the possibility that our soldiers will be able to push their new powers beyond the limits of what we might consider safe. So that allows us to build the Psi Labs to turn rookie soldiers into Psi operatives. And the Psi-Amp, which they will need in order to use their psionic abilities. Psi offense and psionic attack damage of some abilities is improved when carrying the amplifier. So it looks like we don't actually need it. This is an evolved version of the Psi-Amp. So it looks like we probably start with a Psi-Amp anyway. Let's go and get the alien encryption done.
Begins immediately, Commander.
How long do we have left on resistance comms? 1 day. Okay, hopefully that will be finished very soon. And we'll see how many that allows us to connect up. Okay, that's done. So I'm just going to go and view the facility. Not really for any reason other than just building another facility. We could put an engineer in here and increase our resistance contacts. We could also upgrade it. It only gives us an additional 1. Which is actually quite bad. Because we need an additional 2 at least. So we could upgrade it, or we could put an engineer in it. We do have a free engineer, so I think for the time being, we will put an engineer in there. That actually now puts us up to 6. So I think we're going to have an engineer sort of permanently stationed in here. We need to do that. Okay, in that case, we go back to the geoscape. And we need to start making contact so we can get across here. We've actually got 6, so 1, 2... 3. We still wouldn't have enough to get to these 2. No, we can get to this one already. So we can do 1, 2, 3. So we could potentially reduce the Avatar project by 3. As much as I'd love those alien alloys, I think we need to go over here and get this done. It will give us more supplies, so it'll be worth it in the long run. So let's go and get this one done.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
And we've got a retaliation site, so we can't ignore that. We do have to go and deal with it. So let's confirm.
Course for Sector 3, Brazil.
Okay, before we do anything else, would we like to build any items? Is there anything that might be useful? A battle scanner for 30 supplies and a mimic beacon. I think both of these are very useful things. I am going to build one of each and you will see why shortly. So let's see who we want to take along in our squad here. Probably most of the good squad. So let's make sure we have ourselves a grenadier. We're going to need a good one. I think we're just going to need to take our best squad, really. We are going to need a sharpshooter. Let us take Afro. This is going to be a very difficult mission. We could do with a second grenadier. So we could take Marbazir. He is shaken. And he is a sergeant. It's always difficult not to get people injured on these missions. Ooh, or do we want to take somebody else? Another sharpshooter, maybe? I'd sooner take shaken people on milk runs. Let's go ahead and take Pyro on this one then. We will keep Azumo with the rocket launcher, I think. Because we could now swap that if we wanted to the flamethrower. But I think the rocket launcher is going to be more useful. Let's make sure that utility items are available. You want a med kit, you can have a spare med kit, that's fine. You've got the gas grenades. You should, at the very least, be carrying... You've got the upgraded secondary pistol now. You don't really need the grenade. I think you should have the battle scanner, and I also think you should have the dragon rounds. And who do we want to give the mimic beacon to? I think we can go ahead and give the mimic beacon to Azumo. You have got the Viper rounds. You've got a normal grenade there. A couple of acid grenades, or one acid grenade. That's probably as best we're going to manage for now. So let's go and get on with the mission. I think we've got everything else. Got a flashbang. Got a few high explosive grenades. Yep, I think we're good to go. So, as usual, we've got to try and save at least 6 civilians. I am expecting at least 2 faceless on this mission.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
So off we go. I missed the mission name. What's this one going to be called?
The aliens just hit one of the resistance outposts hard.
Operation Outer Dream. Okay, he's one of the slightly more normal ones that I've seen.
We're going in to secure the site. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Rescue at least 6 civilians. I do hate these missions so much. Okay, in we go. Can we skip that? Yes, we can.
Menace 1-5. Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
So, we've got no concealment. There are at least a couple of civilians around that could be faceless. They often tend to be. Let's go ahead and grab me because I am concealed. At least I should be. Fortunately, I can't reach that civilian. We can get up close to one of them, though, and stay in full cover.
Steer clear of those berserkers.
Oh.
You can't do much from range, but they're lethal up close.
Okay, so we've already discovered 2 groups of aliens before we even start. We have ourselves a berserker along with a couple of Advent, and over here we've also got a couple of snake men. Well, we've got to move forwards because there's not an awful lot else that we can do. We don't have line of sight on them with anybody else. Maybe Afro does. Afro could initiate with a long watch shot. We're not in cover, but it's still our turn. If we try and move forwards into cover, we are just going to end up activating those groups. We could probably avoid activating those guys on that side, but it seems like a big risk. I think I'm going to take the shot with Afro and go for that 93% chance to hit that snake man, though. We actually missed and activated them. That was unfortunate. Okay, so they have changed their position. So hopefully we can get into a position to hit them. We can't really flank them. We can move up to here and still have a shot. And I really want to avoid using grenades or anything at the moment. Okay, we didn't activate that other group, which is good. What are your chances? 67% chance. The problem is with these snakes is even when you do hit, they tend to dodge a lot of the damage. Okay, you're quite low on health now. So you have a 62% chance to hit. You should definitely take that. And that was a complete bunch of misses.
Missed.
You certainly did. Might want to save Azuma. You can't move. We can move Steven up a little bit closer. Not into any decent cover though, unfortunately. Let's move you over here. You can take a shot. You've got a 53% chance. It's a coin flip. And it was another miss. That was unfortunate. Maybe being a little bit reckless here. We haven't pulled that other group yet, which is nice. I'm a little bit concerned that moving here might pull them, but it's the only cover that we've got. And that did not pull the other group. Oh, I should have equipped someone with that PCS and totally forgot about it. You have a 67% chance to hit. We could, of course, use combat protocol, which is not a bad idea. Yeah, we don't want to hit that guy. We are going to want to get rid of that Berserker very quickly. We'll most likely be using a rocket to do that on the next turn. They can only attack in melee, but they have a lot of health. I don't know where the other Viper went either. Okay, you're just going to stay on Overwatch. Watch one of these be a faceless now. Right, they are moving towards me. Oh no, they've just activated. So they patrolled into me and they've now activated. That's actually good, because it's moving the civilians towards me. The question is, what are they going to do? Nothing. That's probably someone being a civilian being shot at, as expected.
We're seeing heavy civilian casualties.
So there's one civilian gone already.
To stop this.
Don't know where that other Viper went. It's probably gone off to join another pod, so I expect we're going to get company very shortly. These civilians have moved closer to us, which certainly does help with things. I think we will... Do I want to move you, or do I want to use you to shoot somebody else? I think we'll leave you there for now. I would like to try and rescue that civilian. We can use Shadowhawk to do that. Let's go and move Shadowhawk into this position. Let's start getting some of these civilians rescued.
You're safe. Go.
So we know we've got at least one. And I think we're going to open with the rocket. I can't imagine being many Berserkers. It might seem like a bit of a waste, because it might be better used for a big group, but that thing has a lot of health, and I want it dead. I want it very dead. Okay, I've now got myself flanked now, so that's just revealed my cover here. That wasn't ideal. So I've now been spotted. That's okay. That's still fine. The camera's doing some very weird, shaky stuff right now. We can take lots of shots with people. You've got a 95%. I guess we could take the guarantee on that, but there's so many more people that could get the kill. I think you're going to take the shot. In fact, before you do, use your lightning hands and use it on the guy that's flanked, because you might kill him. Brilliant. 5 damage. That upgraded pistol. Then we'll take a shot at the Berserker. So you've got an 89% chance to hit. You've also got the dragon rounds, so we might even set it on fire. Well, we hit it. It is burning. Wasn't enough to get the kill, though. There are still a few more people that we'd like to remove, if we could. You do have the ability to shoot. Do you want to take a shot at it? Might be enough to kill it if you get a crit. Did not get the kill there, unfortunately, Shadowhawk.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
So if I can kill this guy with somebody else, then I could melee this thing to death. I mean, I could also shotgun it in the face, which would also work. So we've still got Steven. We can move Steven up to here. We can definitely kill the Berserker. I'm not worried about that. You have a 50% chance to hit that guy. Again, it's a coin flip, but we'll take it. We think we got him. He's poisoned, But he's got 1 health left, so he'll definitely die at the end of the turn. So we will move Gizmo forwards a little. And do I want to risk... Because there is an achievement for killing with melee. 98% chance. Do you know what? We're going to take it. And we missed! Can you believe it? We missed. Well, that's why I saved Gizmo's shot here. So we can at least try and kill it with an actual shot. Typical of XCom. I think, I can't remember, what was the percentage there? Was it 97, 98? It would have probably still died on the end of the turn anyway. Because I think it was burning. This guy's going to die because of the poison, so we don't have to worry about him. There is still another Viper on the left that we activated that's probably gone off to join another group. So we're going to lose some more civilians. Looks like there's another civilian over there as well. I hate it when the aliens start so close to all of the civilians. I think it's a bit of an unfair advantage. Right, there's that Viper from the previous group, who is a nice easy target for us. I definitely need to get into cover. I'm hoping that this is not going to be a faceless. But at least if it is, we've got a whole host of shots we can use against it. No, it is a civilian. Apparently we are flanking... Oh yeah, because he's not behind the tree. So we can just go ahead and take this shot. 90% chance to hit the Viper. And it's instantly dead. There is another civilian over there that we could try and get to. Once again, it could be a faceless. So we do have to keep that in mind. We will probably throw out our beacon at some point. Question is, how likely is there to be another alien group this far down? I'm going to risk dashing up to here. Okay, we didn't pull anything. Who has... I think it's actually Afro that has the beacon. You actually get two battle scanners. So that's kind of worthwhile. Unfortunately, I can't really get him into decent cover where he could throw it. Let's move you up to here. It's not very far forwards. Now, you can throw these things quite some distance. So let's start by throwing one out there. And yet, we've instantly revealed a pod of aliens. What do we have over there? We have... looks just like regular Exalt. So we... Exalt? Wrong game. Regular Advent. Not too sure we can reach them with a grenade, unfortunately. It'd be amazing if we could. If we could get a grenade all the way across there. Now, if I put you there, you're not in cover. But you might be close enough to hit them with a grenade. That's what I'm checking on. No, just slightly too far back. So, with that in mind, let's go and put you into full cover. So, nobody's really going to be far enough forwards to do anything. We do want to get rid of those guys. Let's start flanking around on this side with a Zumo. And we do need to start moving people up. We also need to sort of move Shadowhawk up as well. If we move up to this tree, we could activate them. But at least if we activate them, they might come towards us and leave the civilians alone. Which is potentially nice. Did it activate them? Yes, it did. I'm not too worried about these guys. Did they activate? Yeah, they did. So, we've got one officer. I think one of them's a stun land, so it's hard to tell when they're doing that strange red glowy stuff. We could use the Mimic Beacon, although we can't really throw it very far, so it's a little bit pointless. Let's go ahead and... just Overwatch, I think. So we might get some shots taken at us, but at least if they're shooting at us, they're not shooting at civilians. That's kind of the plan that I'm going for. So the officer's chosen to mark Shadowhawk. He'll get a shot as well. He did miss. Good. We are in high cover, so that certainly helps. Now we've got movement. We will take a shot at him. I still can't quite tell what that is. It's that annoying scan thing. It's a Stun Lancer. Stun Lancer also missed. So that's ideal. And he's left himself flanked. And that, I think, is just a normal Advent soldier. No, it's another stun lancer. So you've actually got to manage to knock Shadowhawk out, which is very unfriendly. That's fine, though. We can deal with this quite nicely. So, I think what we'll do, first of all, is... I'm going to move over here. And you are going to shoot that guy right in the back. 100% chance. Wow, didn't even kill him.
Hit the plate.
Got a lot of armor, these guys. Well, we've still got him flanked over here with Pyro. Would like to try and rescue some of these civilians, but it's going to be difficult. But while we've got him flanked, let's take it. 85% chance that that's going to work. Wow, really? Should have done that first. He'd have lost his armor. He is poisoned, though, and he's got 1 health, so he's going to die on the next turn. So that is fine. We're going to take our healer here. You are going to use your revival protocol on Shadowhawk, so we don't have to carry him. So we can move Shadowhawk to a better position. We can even do something with this guy if we wanted to. He still has the ability to shoot. We do need to try and get that guy. Let's hit the one that we've got the flank on. That was a critical. Fantastic. Couldn't hope for better.
Only the best.
So now we need to try and take that guy out. We could, of course, use Shadowhawk with his... Let's move Shadowhawk to here. We can always grenade. This is what I'm thinking. We will need to heal him up on the next turn, which we will. You have a 35% chance to hit. Really don't want to waste a grenade on him. Let's take the shot. Get lucky. We got lucky. We didn't kill him, but we did get lucky. He's got too much health for combat protocol to work. Let's go and see if Afro can do anything against him. Again, it's only a 42% chance, but we've had better rolls. We did miss, unfortunately. Little bit worried about Shadowhawk now. I thought we still had a move left with somebody. Yeah, we do. Azumo's still got his move. So we can move you up here. So we could use combat protocol. We do have our aid protocol. And we've got that increased ability. Aid protocol now grants the target a covering fire overwatch shot. Now, can they do that if they've already fired before? I don't know about that. Your chance of hitting is 39%. I think you are just going to... Let's try it. Let's give it a go, because we've already used our move on Shadowhawk. So if we give him aid protocol, does it give him a covering fire overwatch shot? Even though he's already taken his action. Yeah, he's on Overwatch, even though he's already taken his action. Nice. So he should just die because he's poisoned. Or will he only die if he moves? Not 100% sure about that. That sounds like there's another Berserker over there. There's certainly a pod of Mutons.
We need to get these people out of here.
But I think we've got another Berserker. Right, are you going to move? You're going to fire at Shadowhawk. You did miss.
That was close.
Now, we're supposed to have a covering fire overwatch shot, which we didn't use.
They're all over me!
Well, Bladestorm sorted that one out. And we've got a promotion. Very good. Very strange that we didn't take the shot there. Ah, because we're out of ammo. That's why. That is unfortunate. Well, let's move Shadowhawk over here and at least rescue a civilian. It could be a faceless, but we've got plenty of shots over here we could use. So we'll reload with Shadowhawk. Oh, we get a free reload as well. Awesome. So as we get a free reload, we might as well take a shot. Apart from we can't take a shot for some reason. We have line of sight. Very odd. We could actually just heal ourselves then. So let's do that. Let's use our own medkit on ourselves, just heal us up. There we go. Not quite at full health, but close. Now we've got a lot of people that we can start moving forwards and doing some interesting stuff with. We could go and try and kibble this guy. We'd have to crit for this to really kill him, but it did not crit. Of course, we've left ourselves kind of flanked now. But we've still got plenty of people that we could go up there and do nasty stuff to him with. We could combat protocol him, which would definitely be a kill. We need to start getting some people forwards, though, because we need to start rescuing some civilians. There are civilians over in this middle ground here, which is somewhere I'm very interested about getting to. Stephen is going to need to reload. Not entirely convinced about putting him behind these explosive barrels. Do we want to go up onto the roof here? Not sure that's necessarily a good idea. Some high ground wouldn't be bad for Afro, though. Let's move Stephen around to this side and we'll reload. Fairly certain I clicked reload. There we go. We can definitely kill this guy. Worst case scenario, we use Azumo's combat protocol to finish him off. Although I was hoping to save those because we do have quite a lot of nasty mutons to deal with. So let's move you forwards. We only need to save 3 more civilians, and there are still 7 more on the map, so there is a possibility we could do this. Let's go for the shot. We might get lucky. We did get lucky. Brilliant. Okay.
That's right.
I'm good with that. You're going to need a reload, unfortunately, now. Oh, we've got loot as well, because we were standing there. We've got a repeater, another superior perception, and a superior autoloader. That is fantastic. Wonder what was happening there when that sort of triggered. You need to reload, which is not ideal. I want to get you up onto the roof, though. So let's just sort of run you forwards. You can still shoot with your pistol, but we are going to need to reload and get you on the roof. And then we've got Azumo, who I'd like to just move up into cover. You've almost got sort of full ammo anyway. Okay, so, yeah, we definitely have a Berserker. They have just activated, though. So, we need to kill these guys off. It might be good. They might leave the civilians alone. Or they might just go after the civilians and leave us alone. Either is an option. So the question is, can we get close enough to do any sort of damage to them and keep people in cover? Let's say we were to move Shadowhawk up here. And Shadowhawk has the gas grenades. So we've got our gas grenade. We can hit the Berserker and one of the Mutons. Doesn't take out cover. Funnily enough, it does actually take out armor, which is quite a nice thing. So, who else do we want to try and do something with? I want to save Azumo for the moment because he's got the Mimic Beacon. You, unfortunately, can't take the shot because you're out of ammo. So we are going to have to reload you. And you're too far away to take a pistol shot, which is quite annoying. And I don't think I can get you safely onto the roof. So you're just going to move forward. I wish the camera would stop shaking around. It's making me feel seasick. Gizmo. You need to reload. You do have a grenade. I don't think you're going to be close enough to throw it from here. But I'll certainly have a look. I'd very much like it if we could kill that. Yeah, you're a million miles away. So you're going to have to reload. Still got a few shots that we can take. Can we get the camera to stop doing that jiggly thing? Just look, I'm not touching the mouse or anything right now. I think it's just something that happens after the camera focuses on a Berserker. It does this strange... I don't know, it's weird. Can't really get Steven to any decent cover there, although we could move Azumo to behind this tree. Azumo does have a mimic beacon, which could be useful. Let's move Azumo behind this tree. And we save 1 turn for the mimic beacon. We're going to select Pyro, move him up to here. Got to be really careful where you click when the camera's doing this weird thing. Can I? Will this stop it? No. Okay, you can't take a shot, which is fantastic. You do have acid grenades, though. Can we hit more than 1 target with the acid grenade? No. Could we hit more than 1 target with the frag grenade? Well, we could destroy a lot of cover. I think we go for that one. So it's not going to get the kill, but neither would the acid grenade, but it will destroy cover, so it might force that muton at the back to move. Now, I'm very concerned because of the Berserker. He's now enraged. That's lovely. So, Azumo, you're going to use this Mimic Beacon, and we're just going to stick you out here somewhere. Now, the Mimic Beacon basically creates a clone of one of your soldiers. And hopefully that's who they will go for. Now, do I want to just conceal me? Do I want to take a shot? What are my chances of hitting? Can't even see the Berserker. Do have a flashbang grenade, of course, which could be useful. I can hit... Can I hit all 3 of them with the flashbang? Won't even let me zoom out so I can see. Camera angles are horrible sometimes. Yes, right there. That'll hit all 3. This might be the last group of aliens on the map, with the exception of the Faceless, so that was probably a value shot. I should have concealed first. No, if I'd have concealed and then threw it, it would have given my position away anyway, so it doesn't really make a lot of difference. So, let's see what these guys do. He dies from the poison instantly. Fantastic. He's disoriented, so he can't really do much. But he's going to try and do something. He may just move into cover and try and shoot a civilian. No, he's taking a shot at the Mimic Beacon. That's fine. That's what it's there for. You shoot at the Mimic Beacon. We definitely need to get more of these. They're really good. Oh, wow. I just disappeared after a single shot. That's new. I've seen people use these before and take 3 shots. Unless it only lasts for a single turn. On the plus side, the Berserker didn't move, so that's a very plus side. We also know that we've got at least 1 Faceless around. So, flanking this guy might not be a good idea. We do have an acid grenade. Can we reach both mutons with it? No. But we can move forwards a little bit with Steven there. This is a little bit risky. But you've got an acid grenade. You can hit... Can you still not hit both of them? Yes, you can hit both of them. Good. And remember, we don't really need to rush around rescuing civilians, because if we can just kill all of the aliens, we'll automatically rescue them anyway. Okay, still haven't killed anything yet. Shadowhawk, you... I'm almost tempted just to keep launching grenades. Yep, gas grenade. We'll kill them both with that. Now, I say, we've got to be careful, because there is likely to still be a Faceless on the map. Okay, there's now down to 1. He, I think, is poisoned, so he probably will still die on the next turn anyway. Do we have a shot at anybody? I think we're just going to go and move Afro up here. A little bit of a risk. But we might get some good shots from up there. Gizmo can't take a shot. We can't use combat protocol because we are too far away. You're not... Oh, you're Gizmo anyway. You don't have combat protocol. You could take a shot with a 29% chance. Where's Azumo? If you were close enough to see... You do have line of sight. Does scanning protocol reveal hidden units? Yes, I think we just use scanning protocol here, actually. See if we can find out if any of those ones close to us are Faceless. Yeah, that one is. So we know we've got at least 1 to deal with. Let's say there probably is a second one on the map somewhere. Yep, there's the other one. Is it just going to be the two? They will make their way towards us anyway. So, the question is... do we go and try and deal with that one? Or is he too far away? I think he might be too far away. I think I'm going to conceal with me.
Going dark.
And I'm going to move around into this cover. Because we know this guy's safe. So we can just instantly rescue him. And then we'll just go on to Overwatch.
I've got my eyes on it.
And then 79%, 29%. I think the Muton is just going to die. So let's just take that 79% shot. If we can start to weaken it. 5 damage. 5 damage is good damage. Right, their turn. Yep, he dies. Because he was in the acid. And hopefully, the faces are just going to move towards us as opposed to killing civilians. Because then we'll just get a lot of resurrected civilians. Now then, question is, where are you going? Are you going after Afro? Wow, you guys can jump apparently. Okay, this is new. I think he's doing something to Afro, but I can't quite tell. This guy's got quite a long way to travel. I don't think he's going to be able to get the drop on anybody. Okay, so... did he do something to Afro? I can't tell because the camera moved. Afro still has all of his health. Afro has a, you'd hope, 100% chance to hit. Yes, let's take that right in the face. Oh, I should have used lightning hands first. Because we'd have got a free hit. Oh, we actually shot at the wrong one there. That's not what I was going for. I wanted to shoot at this guy. He is burning, which is useful. Yeah, I'm guessing we can't select you now because you've used your last hit. That's annoying. Right, Azumo, can you finish that one off? 89% chance to hit. And he's down. Okay. So what we need to do now is finish off the one that is up there giving Pyro some issues. Shadowhawk does have a line of sight. A 76% chance to hit is pretty good. Obviously we can't really use any explosives because we've got Afro up there. Really should have used Lightning Hands first. Well, I should have used Lightning Hands first and shot at the right target. Both of those things would have helped immensely. It's down to 3 health. You've got an 89% chance to kill it. And that's it dead. I think that is the map cleared.
That's how it's done. Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
Brilliant.
We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed.
I think we only lost 3 civilians. 1 soldier wounded. Yeah, lost 3 civilians. 13 enemies killed. Nice. I'll take that. Shadowhawk took a little bit of damage, but that's what Shadowhawk does. That Mimic Beacon was definitely worth it. I do wonder if it's that changed. I've watched Marbazir use it a couple of times, and both times he's used it, it's managed to take 3 shots. Maybe it only lasts for a single turn. I'll just have to double check that. But, yeah, it certainly did save somebody from getting hit. So we definitely can't grumble at that. Good mission. I think that's probably been the... I was a little bit worried when it started, but I think that's probably the smoothest retaliation mission that I have had so far. So I'm quite happy with that. And we have got some promotions as well. I did lose track of how many though, I will be honest. So let's go and see what we've got. We also got some nice loot from that, which is good because we've started to upgrade weapons. So unfortunately Shadowhawk is wounded. Hopefully he's not going to be out for too long. I get promoted now to a major. So either get deep cover, if you didn't attack this turn, hunker down automatically, or one that sounds much more fun, untouchable. If you score a kill during your turn, the next attack against you during the enemy turn will miss. So it can be potentially useful for leaving yourself out of cover, because you're guaranteed that the first shot at you is going to miss. So we will be taking untouchable. Seems like a much better... I think for the Ranger class, a hybrid build seems to work better, whereas a lot of the other classes going down one side seems to make more sense. We're returning Pyro here into a heavy gunner mostly, so we'll go down the suppression route. And we got another superior perception, so it'll give somebody plus 13 aim. We got a superior autoloader. We got a repeater. It's only a 5% chance repeater. It's not a particularly brilliant one, but it will do nonetheless. We've also got a berserker now that we could do some science on.
Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement.
Gives us some extra supplies. Let me just quickly go into the armory. Engineering.
Commander.
Build items. Mimic beacon. Yeah, it is just for one turn. That's why it disappeared at the end of the turn. Okay, that makes perfect sense. No point building the Psyamp yet. I'd love to build another EXO suit, but again, we've got so much stuff going on in the proving ground. The plasma grenade is currently being worked on. Then we've got the Skulljack. I'd love another EXO suit, but that's going to take quite some time. We'll probably end up with EXO suits for most people. We also want battlefield medicine, really. 50 supplies. We also want... There's so many things we want. Battlefield... It'd be nice if it told us exactly what it does. It just says, a number of enzymes that could be easily isolated in use of our medkits, greatly improving coagulation of wound sites. I can only surmise that it increases the amount of healing that we do, but it doesn't actually tell me by if that's exactly what it does do and by how much, which makes things a little bit difficult to decide whether or not it's worth it. We've certainly got the Viper corpses, we've got the Illyrium core, we've got the supplies for now, but I think I want to hang on to them. Like I said, we do have a queue of stuff. But I think that is a good place to end. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying XCOM 2. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.